Hey guys, welcome to a new video, and today a little bit different setting. So today I'm gonna show you 15 amazing jailbreak tweaks, and let's jump right into it. First one is a free tweak called a better privacy for WhatsApp. So this is a very decent replacement of Watusi, or if you're using WhatsApp++, and this is a free version, so you can give it a shot. You can disable read receipts, you can disable played receipts, vocals calling, network connection, send message button. You can hide the typing, vocals, read, delete, revoke messages, all sorts of things. You can disable all status reply, archive chats, I mean, you name it, all those things are here. What's good about it, you have some additional features here, like to hide the separators in the chats. You know, you can hide the chat left button icons, you can enable the dark mode, you can enable the dark keyboard. I mean, billions of different things. The only thing that is missing kind of for me is that it needs a better organizing, so everything is slumped into one folder here, but you can give it a try. It's a free tweak, it doesn't cost anything for you to give it a try. The next tweak I want to talk is Atria or Atria. It's another free tweak, and it's on the Cherries repo. It reminds in the functionality as the Box C4 and even Springtomize to a certain extent. So you can see I can customize layout of icons any way I want, and you can see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 5 icons on my home screen, and I can even have this welcome note here. Also, you know, you have many things that you can choose from. When you hold on any icon like this, you get this option here which says edit layout. Now when you do this, you will have this menu popping up here where you can set up the customized number of rows, columns. You can scale the size of the icons, you can even scale the widget size. However, when I do this, okay, this is another tweak I'm gonna show later on. So when I do this widget size, widget scale, it doesn't really work well, so I've removed all those widgets from my home screen. So when you do the rows, you can see you can increase or decrease the number of rows. Then let me do it again, edit layout. So I can even change the number of columns that I want, and the icons automatically are scaled according to my selection. The settings of the tweak are pretty straightforward. You can enable it, you can enable the layout, you can enable or disable app library. It's up to you. You can save the state so you can later on revoke it and, you know, load it from the backup. Then you can disable the dock, which I don't recommend. You can scale also the icons within the folders. You can hide the badges, home screen icon labels. You can hide app library labels, etc, etc. So these are the basic features of Atria, and if you guys like to play with your home screen in this way, go ahead and give it a shot. Another tweak, which is a paid one, and it's $5. I would say it's worth it if you are using a lot of regular voice calls. It's called AutoRedial, and it gives you an option that your phone automatically redials if the user is busy. You can confirm the redial, you can delay the redial in, I don't know, 5, 10, 13 seconds, whatever. Or you can also enable the redial when the user is not picking up. So if somebody is trying to ignore you, you can easily, you know, bother them as many times as you want. You can also have the tap-tech feedback on the redial, on the call connect. You can call on speaker or off speaker when you connect, so it's pretty useful. Also, you can increase the volume up and down, but this is also in beta. So these are the main features of the AutoRedial. So I suggest you give it a try if you need these tweaks. The next tweak is a free one called CCMusicArtwork, and when the music is playing in your Spotify or Apple Music or any kind of other music that you're listening to, you know, when you swipe down on the control center, you can just easily see in your now playing thing, you can see the album artwork. So pretty simple tweak and pretty straightforward. The next tweak is called Deja Vu, and it is an always on display tweak which looks like this. When you lock your phone, once you tap it, your phone unlocks. So Deja Vu is a free tweak, and it has only two major categories of options. The one is behavior, where you can activate it only while charging or not. You can deactivate it with a tap, raise to wake, after certain inactivity, and you can get haptic feedback if you prefer. You can disable biometrics, you can enable pocket detection, pixel shift, dim display, etc. Also, you can customize the way your AOD looks like, so you can hide the status bar or show it, hide the Face ID log, time and date, media player, etc. So this is pretty neat tweak for always on display, but as always, I'm warning you, be aware that these kind of tweaks can drain your battery a little bit more. The next tweak is a small one. It's called flashlight indicator, and the only thing the tweak does is when you turn on your flashlight, when you press here, right, you get this indicator on the top right corner of your screen, so you can easily see whether your flashlight is on or off. The following one is a utilities tweak, and it's called IAmLazy. It's a free tweak from the BigBoss repo, and as you can see, it only has two options. You can make the tweaks backup, or you can restore from backup. So I haven't done it before, I'm gonna do it right now. So when I click this, it's gonna ask you to confirm whether you will have enough storage to back up all of your tweaks, and then when you confirm, it's gonna do its thing. So it's generating the list of installed packages, it's gonna filter the list for user packages, gather files for user packages, building deb files from the gathered ones, and it will create backup from deb files. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. So the tweak backup has been completed, and it says it's less than 2 minutes available, and it gives you the location of your backup. So you can say okay, and then once you install this tweak after freshly jailbroken iPhone, I guess what you do is that you can do a backup from a latest one, or you can choose a specific backup where it is, you know, on your phone. It's gonna suggest the place and the name of it. So this is pretty straightforward tweak, and I'm guessing it's gonna be very useful for those of you if you lose your jailbreak or you have to uninstall many tweaks. The next tweak is an older tweak, but it has been updated to iOS 14. It's a tweak that's paid one, it's $3, and it's called InstaLauncher 2. And it enables you to have quick access to your favorite apps, your recent apps, and you can choose the theme, launcher size, activation side, left or right, position on the screen. As you can see here, it's sticking out on the lower right for me, and it looks kind of like this. So when you enable it, you can see, you know, you can start some of the apps immediately from here or from anywhere on your screen. So this is InstaLauncher 2. The next tweak is NetFence, recently published tweak, and it's 3.99, so it's $4, and it appears on your home screen as the app. So basically it's a type of firewall which gives you the information which app is accessing which sources, which websites, so you can easily disable, track it, you know, and see how your apps behave even in the background. So it reminds of the little snitch from Mac, which gives you, gives you the control of the outgoing or incoming web traffic. So you can, enable it. You can hide Apple requests, which are by default, you need to have these. You can enable the silent mode, which will not ask you to do anything to block or allow, but it will just record it here in your statistics part. So there are like a lot of requests here. As you can see, there are total requests of 7,800 and block requests 11,000, and there are some details, whatever I blocked or allowed during these past few days. And I have to tell you, there's a lot of things going on behind our back that we don't know. You can also have always allow rules. You can set this in advance, or it will record everything that you allow to be every traffic that you allow for forever. You can choose to enable it per app. I enable in all the apps, and I have to tell you it's really annoying because when you open any app on your phone, for example, I don't know, if I open Shazam, it's gonna ask to you know, this is how it looks like. It will ask you that it want to connect to Shazam amp.shazam.com. So I'm guessing this is fine. I'm gonna say this app forever allow. Then again, it's gonna ask for something else, etc., etc. So this is how the tweak works. Yes, and if there is a tracker, it's going to show you in red, and then if you want, you can disable or block these trackers if you don't want to be tracked by certain apps. So this gives you a lot of power in terms of a lot of information regarding how your phone behaves, but also it can be pretty annoying, so you need to balance how you will use this app. So this is NetFence. So recently the well-known tweak No to Theft has been updated to version number 4. So we have No to Theft 4, which is $2, and this tweak enables certain protection from the theft of your phone. So whenever you have somebody poking around your phone and not knowing the exact passcode, you can get an information about that person. You can even have a photo, the location info, which is pretty useful if somebody steals your iPhone. Additionally, you can have it enabled the low power mode and enable data so that your phone is constantly online, that you can easily track it, and you can enable the location as well. Also, you can customize the alarm sound if you prefer that. I leave it off. You can enable the photo quality. You can, you know, see how many attempts are required for the alarm to go off. You can set a custom pin. You can set, you know, the SMS to be sent to a certain phone number or a certain email, etc., etc. So this is No to Theft 4, and I think it's a pretty must-have tweak. The following tweak is a free one. It's called RetroVol. So it's basically bringing back the old school volume indicator, but not old school for iPhone, but in general. So when you do this, you can see that the volume button goes like this below, right? So this is like an old school, those LCD TVs from 100 years ago. So you can enable it, you can show the label, you can even show the background. You can set the timeout in seconds, the position on Y and X axis, and you can change the size. So it's pretty straightforward. So if you prefer this old school looking volume, you know, this RetroVol is a good tweak for you. The next tweak is a free tweak called Safari Tabs 14, which means it's been updated to iOS 14 and it's jailbreak. So Safari Tabs 14 just gives you this specific tabs on each page that you open on Safari. So if you prefer working with this in this way rather than, you know, doing it like this, then, you know, Safari tabs is a pretty cool tweak for you. Snapify is a free tweak which borrows the feature from Spotify, sorry, not Spotify, but from Snapchat to iMessage. So you just can enable it here, or and what you get is that when you type a message, you don't get that send button here on the right. Actually, you get the send button here down there on the lower left corner, lower right corner. So when you type hello, and you can just, you know, send it from here instead of sending it from there. Also, you can, you know, you don't have to hide that send button, but it will give you the option to add the send key on keyboard as well. So you will have on both places. So this is what Snapify does. Another utilities tweak for today is called Vedette or Vedette. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. So this tweak enables you to control the usage of your CPU or RAM memory. So when you go into your apps, onto the settings, you can see all the apps that are installed on your iPhone, and you can go per app and set the maximum CPU usage for certain application. So if you enable it here and you select, for example, a percentage of the CPU usage and the time amount in which this percentage has been reached, then this tweak will disable this app and protect the CPU from overusing it. So the same thing is that it prevents certain apps from throttling your CPU and slowing down your device. So this tweak can be very useful. Additionally, as I said, utilities tweak, which can, you know, resolve some of the throttling options that you might be experiencing on your iPhone. The last tweak for today is called Vibin or Vibin, not sure. So this is a free tweak which is automatically activated as soon as your music starts playing. So very useful when you're in the car listening to music and you don't want to be bothered by unnecessary notifications, but be aware that this one will completely, first it will enable the do not disturb, and then it will hide notifications on the lock screen completely. So you will not be seeing any notifications, for example, while you're driving. So you will not be bothered and the music will not be interrupted. So for example, as you can see, the music is playing and I'm gonna say hey to myself here on the Mac, and the message will not appear here. It's not gonna come to my lock screen. However, the messages will be here, so it will be recorded there, but it's not gonna be interrupted at all. So this is pretty useful tweak if you want to listen to uninterrupted music in your car, on your headphones or whatever. So thank you for watching another video. These were 15 useful tweaks for you guys. Let me know what you think and see you in the next one.